course, we got to talk about the main thing that's going on, and this has a lot of people scared right now, and that is Coinbase Wallet. They officially declared yesterday that Apple has blocked NFT functionality, really, from the entire wallet. So this is really concerning on many levels, because this could easily escalate further. Dan, what's better for your health? I would argue that cheeseburger. So I kind of cover this, and there has been no further development, but I need to have a serious talk with you guys about this, because this is really an attack on the entire industry. And I don't think it's going to be only limited to Coinbase Wallet if Apple continues this stance. Basically, how Apple is viewing this is any app within the iOS store is required to pay 30% tax to Apple. They think it's fair. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're making money and you're charging customers, well, they want a 30% cut of that. But here's the thing. They don't quite understand how blockchain works, or maybe they do and they just don't care. But, you know, when you have a self-custody wallet like Coinbase Wallet, and even Trust Wallet for that matter, if you're sending crypto out of it, same thing. If you're sending NFTs out of it, it requires you to pay gas fees. Okay? That's what you need to pay. With the Ethereum network, you need to pay gas fees to transfer things, right? But they're looking at it like, okay, those gas fees paid by the users, they're thinking that the users are paying it to Coinbase, as if the gas fees were some kind of income for Coinbase. That's not the case. The gas fee is paying the network, the stakers, basically, that's powering the network, not Coinbase itself. So Apple's like, yeah, we want a 30% cut of that. And Coinbase like, that's not how we operate. It's not money that's going into our pockets. That's directly going to the stakers of Ethereum, right? But Apple doesn't seem to care. So Apple did a couple things. Coinbase Wallet has a new pending version that was supposed to be approved and released. Apple blocked it. And second of all, Apple blocked NFT transfers already. So if you have Coinbase Wallet, you can't transfer your NFT out right now. It's completely blocked. So those two things happen. Now, how this could get much worse and escalate is, well, right now, apparently, you could still send crypto in and out, right? You could that also requires gas fee, but somehow Apple is like okay with that. But it could easily escalate to there where you can't even send crypto out anymore because, again, it requires you to pay gas fees, and Apple wants a 30% cut of that. It could easily escalate to that, okay? So that's where, you know, this whole thing is just really an attack on crypto overall. And this could easily expand to other wallets. I just saw someone mention, well, if you download Trust Wallet on iOS, it could easily expand to Trust Wallet too. So I think Apple's attacking Coinbase first because Coinbase is, of course, the biggest and most recognizable exchange in the U.S. But they could easily expand this to all wallets, all mobile wallets that has an app within an iOS store. So that's the latest, and this thing is really dangerous if you think about it, because this is really not just attacking Coinbase. This is attacking the entire space. We know that Elon recently just complained about this with Apple. I'm hoping that Elon somehow talks with Tim Cook once again, because he had to go to talk to Tim Cook about this whole thing with Twitter being blocked and so forth. They somehow hashed it out. You know that Twitter's also working on their own wallet. There's no doubt in my mind they're working on their own wallet. And Elon is a big fan of crypto. So I'm sure he's going to have a conversation with Tim once again about this, because I don't think Tim quite understands. Or again, he does understand and they just don't care that the gas fees paid is to the stakers of the network, not in this case to Coinbase itself, right? So that's where we stand right now. If you do have a Coinbase wallet and you have a substantial amount of NFTs on there and you don't know what the hell to do, well, you can, luckily in this case, you can restore your wallet onto another device. So you can restore it, first of all, to, say, Trust Wallet and then get your NFTs out. I've been told that you can access Coinbase Wallet through the browser and also get it out that way. But this could easily escalate if Apple decides to attack Trust Wallet or any other wallet within the iOS store. It could be the same thing. So that's where I don't know. Like, more than 50% of users are on Apple devices and using iOS apps. So it's going to make it very difficult. Right now, as it stands, Google does also, take a share of the profits, but they have not done anything drastic yet, right? But I guess we'll see. So just be careful right now with everything that's happening. Now, wallets getting attacked out of nowhere, right? So just be careful. I would highly suggest, if you are on Coinbase Wallet, not Coinbase, not the exchange. The exchange is still fine, in my opinion. But Coinbase Wallet, which is a self-custody app, I would say that if you're using an iOS device, you probably want to get out as soon as you can. Now, if you're on Android, I think it's okay for now. But still, if you're on iOS, you probably want to get out immediately until this thing gets resolved or not resolved. I don't know, but hopefully it does. All right. I am on Android already. I don't know. I've never been an Apple guy, so I don't use any Apple devices. My kids do, but yeah. There's just so much going on every single day. All right, so some of you guys may be aware of this project, ANKR. I am. They are a DeFi project. They do a couple things. Number one, they allow you to do liquid staking, which allows you to stake and get a synthetic version of that token so that you can do something with it. You could go trade in DeFi, and that's where the problem lies. But also, they do offer infrastructure so that if you want to run your node, you could also do so and rent basically hosting space from them. Okay? So this is just breaking news right before I started streaming. So people have picked up 6 quadrillion ANKRs have been minted. Okay, obviously due to some exploit. 6 quadrillion. I don't even know. I don't even know how this is possible. So $6 quadrillion worth of ANKR tokens have been minted. And what they're doing is trying to swap it out for other synthetic tokens. For example, here's one with BNB. They have swapped to this BNBC, which is a synthetic version of BNB on top of ANKR, and they have bought 4.4 billion of it. I mean, it's all over the place. Luckily this BSC scan is marking this, that this is involved with the ANKR exploit, but yeah, they're just like trying to swap out everything they can right now. And it's just absolutely horrible. So, of course, there's a pool, and every pool that has this BNBC is paused or drained out completely. Okay? So that is the latest news. Right now, it does seem like ANKR has not addressed this. I looked at their Twitter. They have not said anything about this. I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, here we go. This just got updated. Our BNB token has been exploited. We're currently working with our exchanges to immediately halt trading. So now every exchange, every DeFi project that supports BNB, well, they're going to need to stop this. Otherwise, there's going to be an absolute wreckage, because you have $4.4 billion worth of it that is being or trying to be sold right now. So this is absolutely a mess right now. Absolutely a mess. I haven't seen any exploit that has been this massive in scale. So hopefully ANKR gets to all the exchanges and everywhere else. I'm not so sure. I mean, all the major exchanges, the good thing is, I guess, all the centralized exchanges, I don't recall them, having BNB, ANKR synthetic version of BNB. They have BNB, but I'm guessing this is all the DEXs out there that support BNB. And of course, if they do, there's going to be a lot of trading pairs that will be affected. But right now, right now it does seem like, you know, BNB is down a little bit, but it's down the same amount as others. So it doesn't seem like they're actually affected right now, because I'm assuming the hackers are trying to do their thing, but people are onto them and they are trying to stop it. So again, breaking news. Hopefully this gets resolved. Hopefully every project shuts down this ABNB, and hopefully ANKR can survive this, because this is a massive, massive, massive number of assets that was just minted out of nowhere. So hopefully they can survive this. Hopefully we don't have another contagion spread for this, and so forth. It's funny because just recently someone asked me about, hey, should I hold, you know, wrap Bitcoin, or should I hold some kind of synthetic token over the normal token? The answer is no. If you have no purpose to hold a synthetic token, then you should not, because synthetic token is not going to be the same or as good or as secure as the regular token. So this is a prime example of that, where a synthetic token is being exploited for the real thing. Well, Kraken's not feeling too good. Kraken's laying off 1,100 employees. That's 30% of their workforce. So obviously, they're not doing too well right now. You know, unfortunate circumstance right now. A lot of people are cutting back. And unfortunately, CZ takes a dig at Kraken and KuCoin. Interesting. Beware of platforms that offer high APYs and or have layoffs. If you don't do risk management now, don't blame others for the consequences later. The second part definitely relating to Kraken, right? And it could be because Jesse, the CEO of Kraken, took a shot at CZ at how he did proof of reserves. So maybe there's a little payback. You know, if you look at the top projects right now with the most addresses, BNB is leading the way. Astounding. They actually have more addresses right now than even Ethereum. So BNB chain is growing by leaps and bounds. Ethereum is still up there. Polygon is right there. Right? I told you guys I'm very, very fond of Polygon as well, and some of the others, but you could see it drops off pretty quickly, right? So BNB, Ethereum, Polygon, definitely the three giants in the space right now. And also, speaking of NFTs and BNB, they have finally formed a partnership, so now you can list your BNB NFTs on OpenSea, the biggest NFT marketplace there is. That's a pretty good collaboration.